everybody, what's going on? This is Joshua Williams. So today we're going to do a Q&A video right now. I've been actually kind of announcing this for a while now, and again, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to do a couple of questions here and there, but before I get into that, I do want to go ahead and talk about something, and it does happen to do with Regular Show and Cartoon Network. Now, if you guys don't know, Regular Show hasn't been airing for a while on Cartoon Network, and we had absolutely no idea why this was, why it wasn't getting any airtime or whatever. Regular Show has been canceled. It's finished season 8 and apparently Cartoon Network just canceled it like that. I try to have a bit of hope when it comes to Cartoon Network, but it just doesn't seem like I can do that anymore. Now I'm not 100% angry at the fact that they're canceling Regular Show, or Regular Show is canceled. It's not gonna be a season 9, it's done. Season 8's already done, so done. I hate it when channels decide to do that, where they just don't give a show that's been running for a while on their channel, they don't give it a proper ending. Like, it really sucks. But the other thing that really gets me mad is the fact that the staff of the show didn't know about this until recently. So I'm sure they were probably in the midst of starting to work on season 9, or they probably were working on who knows? They probably weren't able to work on season 9 because maybe Cartoon Network would have funded them. I don't know. I don't know how these shows work. I don't know if Cartoon But anyway, I think that's all that I have to say right now. There was something else I wanted to mention, but I completely forgot. Before I get into the Q&A, I do want to go ahead and say that I will be going ahead and doing another filming of Bros Discuss, which again, I want a new name for that. It's just cheesy. I don't know if that's the right word, but it just doesn't sound all that well, you know. Bros Discuss, nah, you know, I just want something else. We're gonna do another video, and it's probably gonna be about, like, you know, the craziest things that happened in high school when we were in high school. You know, like, probably our personal experiences, what were the craziest things that ever happened. I got a big story, and it's just like, yeah. So, that's probably what we're gonna talk about. We may end up changing our minds. No idea. But now, let's get to what you guys were all waiting for, which is the Q&A.
Josh's Q&A.
Yeah! Some of you guys asked me questions in bundles. Like, you asked me, like, maybe 5 questions or 4 questions, and I like that, you know. That actually is a very good idea. I may miss one person's questions because he honestly spammed me. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna say names, but if you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, but I honestly just don't appreciate that you know, like, kind of sent me like 25 questions. Sent, and then sent, and then sent, and sent. May pick out some, but don't expect me to answer all 25 of your questions. And again, you know who you are if you're watching this video. So, okay, so the first set of questions is from Jacob York, and just letting you guys know, I'm going in order from the first person who asked me, from the last person who asked me. And if you're going to ask me any questions, say today or tomorrow or anytime this week, then those are going to be answered along the lines. It's going to be answered a lot later. So yeah, so here we go. So Jacob York has 5 questions, and he asks the first one, do you like Family Guy? Family Guy, you see, I used to like that show, but I've kind of outgrown it, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's intended for adults anyways, but, you know, I really loved the show when I was in, like, middle school. Now, I don't really watch that show anymore. It's just not my type. I do happen to see some old episodes, and I do chuckle and laugh at them. I think it's just mostly, like, the newer episodes that I'm just not liking that much anymore. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain, but yeah, Family Guy, again, I used to love the show, but now it's not really settling with me all that much anymore. It's something changed about it. Number 2, what was your favorite subject in school? If you're talking about, like, say, math, English, history, or science, none. But if you're talking about, like, any subject, I would have to say, of course, acting, you know, drama. I loved I'm an actor, of course, so I really, really love doing anything that has to do with acting. You know, anything that has to do with theater, love that kind of stuff. I always would look forward to doing that class, and you know, just being able to perform in the school plays actually was what I was really looking forward to, and they were just so much fun because the people there were awesome half of the time, you know, high school kids. And it's also because of, you know, I just love being on stage. Like there's just something about being on stage and performing in front of people that really excites me, you know. I mean, I think it's partially just telling a story in a different way from, you know, like say reading a book or being on screen. And when you're on stage, you kind of like bring the audience into the story a bit more because in a way they're actually there experiencing it, you know, like you're watching live people telling the story. Number 3, are you gonna post any rant videos in the future? If you're talking about rant videos and where I kind of just scream and, well, not scream, but yell out of anger because I would be so angry at talking about certain things, I don't know. As you notice, my style of videos definitely have changed over, you know, the years that I've been on YouTube, and I've kind of changed a little bit. I mean, yeah, off camera sometimes when I have certain topics that I talk about, certain topics that like I read about or listen or watch other people, you know, talk about it or something. There are times when I do happen to have those moments where I'm just like, what? You know, it's kind of like those moments a little bit, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, it would just have to be a certain topic that would just really, really get me there. I mean, I don't know what, you know, just looking back at those videos, which I'm honest to God, just starting to be like, oh, I can't believe I did those. You know, I mean, some of them, like definitely like in the very beginning, like I'm watching my old videos and I'm just like, oh my God, why? But yeah, there's certain things that I definitely do want to go ahead and talk about in terms of like, you know, ranting about it. It depends on exactly what I happen to want to talk about, or like what topic really kind of like just gets me pretty upset, where it's like, yeah, you know what, I really want to make a video about this. So number 4 is, what is your favorite food? That if it had to be my number 1 favorite food, that would be tough, to be honest with you, especially since I'm in cooking school right now and I'm trying like so many different dishes right now. So it depends, you know, it definitely depends. I would probably have to say one of my most favorites, which is basic, would have to be salads. I loved salads ever since I was little. I would eat them every single day. I still technically eat them every day. And yeah, you know, I mean, I think what it is mostly just like the freshness of it, I guess. Depends, really. But yeah, salads always ended up kind of being my number 1 favorite food, I guess. I would always get it when I go to restaurants and blah blah blah. I also like Asian foods, you know, like I really like teriyaki chicken, fried rice, sushi, I almost said something else, you know, all that kind of stuff. I just really love Asian cuisine, and I'm gonna be very excited when we happen to start making that in culinary school. And number 5, do you use any social media? Yes, I do use Facebook. I have an Instagram and YouTube, and that's kind of it. That's all I got. Yeah, that's the only kind of. I'm not quite sure if you would really. No, you wouldn't say that Skype is social media, but I barely even use Skype anyway. But yeah, I don't use Twitter because personally I don't like Twitter that much because of, you know, some people on Twitter are just crazy, not gonna lie. And I kind of just don't want to get mixed into that. And yeah, people on Facebook are crazy as well, but I don't know. I mean, just seeing, especially, I don't know. It's a little hard to explain though, but Twitter, I personally don't want to have a Twitter. I'll check Twitter sometimes just to see what a certain person, like say a YouTube person says, or like if they announce, oh, we're gonna have a new video today, yada yada yada, or whatever. That's what I'll do sometimes. But as far as me actually getting a Twitter, I'm honestly just not for it. So you're not going to see me with the Twitter anytime soon, and if I ever get a Twitter, I'll announce it. But as far as I'm concerned, as of like now, that's just not going to happen. Vines I never got into, and Musical.lys, oh god, Yeah, that Musically is a completely different story. Oh my god. If you guys ever, and I mean ever, want me to talk about Musically, I'll do it in a separate video. Definitely, because I have a lot of things I want to talk about. I would say that I would want to start doing like reaction videos to those, but I don't know, so many YouTubers already do that. I don't think I would want to jump on a bandwagon. I don't know, but if you would want me to do something like that, or definitely just talk about Musicallys in general, I may look into it. But I'll probably talk about it Musically anyway. But if you definitely want me to talk about Musically, I'll do it in another video. That could be my next video. That definitely depends. There you go. That was all the questions for Jacob York, and I was going to do Terry Hoang's video questions today, even though it's only 4, but I'm gonna go ahead and save that for another Q&A video, so I can go ahead and mix that in with 4 more questions, so I can have 8 questions in one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share this video and all my other videos. Definitely, like, you know, the Pokemon Girls, SpongeBob, the Powerpuff Girls, you know, definitely give that a share and share my channel to other people. Again, my next video, it's probably going to be another Bros Discuss video, that depends, but it's also may be ending up being like a Musically rant video. That is if you guys want me to do a rant on the Musicallys. So yeah, there you go. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, and as always, peace out.